Hi there, out with the FX Wildcat Mark II again today. I'm doing a bit of pellet testing. Got two different pellets to compare today. And these are the pellets, N Sport Baracuda FT. So field target pellets, 177 caliber, both the same weight, 9.57 grain. The only difference being the head size of the pellet, which is shown underneath, 4.50, and these ones 4.51. So these were the preferred pellet of the Wildcat Mark I. The Mark II quite likes them, but not quite as much as the Mark I it seems, but I'm going to use the Mark II anyway. And just see what sort of difference is between the head size, if any at all. I generally prefer the slightly heavier 177 pellets, like the Exact Heavies and the Hades. There's a couple of lighter H&N pellets I'll probably give a go in the Mark II as well. I'll load up one magazine of the 4.50s first. I'll have to try and keep track of which magazine's which now. So I'll just do one mag at a time just to keep track. Okay, I got my target set up at 35 yards. Heart rate's up a bit after hiking through the swamp. About a foot deep sludge at the moment. We've had so much rain. So I'll try and it'll be the same for both magazines anyway. I've got to go back and forward. So I'll be doing it at a high heart rate. Well, not high heart rate, but heart rate relevant to going through mud. It's up halfway to my boots. This scope's zeroed at the moment for the heavier 10.34 grain pellets, which I usually use the JSB heavies. I'm not going to re-zero the scope just for this. I'm just going to aim for centre of the target and we'll compare the groups. That's the first magazine done. It's a quick view of the range where I'm shooting. That's the target down there in the yellow holder. I've just swapped it. So this is the 4.50 group. Not too bad. Try some 4.51s, see if there's much difference. Okay, 4.51's loaded up. Same point of impact so far, slightly low and left. But I've done one mag of each now, so I think for a fair test I'll do probably 3 mags of each, just to compare the groups. Right, I've got another 4.50 target ready. Ideally I wouldn't go back and forward between each one. I'd have a couple of targets set up, but there's a couple of there's a few bits in the way on the range. And I'm eager just to get shooting rather than mess around. That's quite similar to the first target. I'll go and get that one. It's an informal test. I'd spend more time setting up the paper targets, have them all up there, not go back and forward, get my heart rate up, but I'm doing the same for both pellets, so I'll know if there's a difference. This is target number 3 of 4.50. Right, this is the last target before I do a comparison. And these will be the 4.51s again then. While I'm out here, I'm going to carry on shooting with a separate video. I'm going to try out some of these Day State pellets. 10.25 grain. Day State FT Pellets Heavy. These have got a more of a similar shape to the JSB Heavies, with a sort of straight shaft in between the skirt and the head. Whereas these are more of a traditional shape, but that's a different video. What's the head size on these? I can't remember. 4.52. Oh, there you go. Screw top lids. I get extra points for that, even if they aren't the favourite pellet. Okay, so I brought the targets back in to compare them. Got the 4.50s on the left, these three, and then these three are the 4.51s. After having a closer look at them with a ruler, there's very little difference between them, but the smaller head size, the 4.50s, looks like they did perform slightly better. The groups ignore the point of impact. That was my aim point, but as I might have mentioned earlier, I didn't adjust the scope because I just leave that as it is for my JSB pellets. 4.50s, they do quite a tight group with a couple of flyers here and there. And then the 5.1s, they've opened up a little bit more. They're not too bad though at 35 yards. This one's opened up a bit more again. I measured them out best I could with a ruler. They got sort of 20 to 25 millimeters the spread on the group, and just a couple of millimeters over with the 5.1s then. So overall, with the three together, 2 millimeter difference. So hardly anything in it. But if I had to pick a winner, it would be the 4.50 pellets then, out of my barrel on the Wildcat anyway. If I had to guess before shooting these pellets, I would have guessed that the result would have been the other way around, because I usually use the 4.52 diameter head size with JSB Exact Heavies. Until the next one.